Hey guys, Natasha here from Fit by Tash. I wanted to answer a question today about cardio, and that is cardio needed to lose weight? I get asked this on a regular basis. There's always people saying to me, if only I do more cardio, I could get better results. Or if the only time I was ever in shape is when I was running more. Or I also hear the one where people associate cardio with losing weight and lifting weights with putting on bulky muscle. And so they'll say, well, first I need to do cardio, lose the weight, and then I can start strength training. And it's just not the case. So the answer is no, cardio is not needed for weight loss. And actually I would put it at the bottom of the list. And we're gonna go over the 4 pillars of fat loss today. But what cardio, especially in the beginning, actually it's pretty effective at burning calories, especially when you're new to exercise, when your body's not used to that stimulus. Cardio is a very easy way that doesn't require a lot of skill and can be done, outside, and you don't even need access to a gym, and you can start burning calories. It's an easy way to do that. When I talk about cardio, I do want to make sure I make the distinction that when I'm talking about cardio, I'm talking about like the feeling that we need to jump on a piece of cardio equipment for 20 or 30 minutes, mindlessly watching Netflix or on our phone texting, or because we don't really want to be there. Okay, because we think that if we spend 20, 30 minutes on this treadmill, stairmill, bike, whatever it is, that we're gonna lose more weight. And then we find out that that's not true, but we keep doing it. Now, cardio is great and it's good for your heart. It makes your heart stronger, it makes your lungs stronger, and it can give you really good endorphins after, that really good feeling you get after you work out. Most people get that. There are some people who don't, but most people feel fantastic. It's like a natural mood enhancer after cardio, which is great. But there's also that feeling of dread, I think, when it comes to cardio, because we feel like we're not doing enough and we need to do more of it. And then we try diets and it's just not working. And the thing is that cardio, it's not very effective for fat loss. There are types of cardio, such as HIIT training, so high intensity interval training. That's pretty good for fat loss, and it's very time efficient, which is great. It's like 10 to 30 minutes. And that's when you do a sprint for 20, 30 seconds, and then you'd follow that with a recovery period for 40 to 60 seconds. And you'd repeat those sprints like 5 to 10 times, and you'd warm up, you'd cool down. But you really only want to do that kind of 1 or 2 times a week, because it increases cortisol in the body, and it's not sustainable to do long term. And that's the problem with cardio, is it's unsustainable. So I'm not talking about the cardio that people do purely for enjoyment. Like if you run because you love running, or if you love to swim, or you love to bike, you love hiking, all of those things, if you're purely doing it because you enjoy it, then it's fantastic, because cardio does increase the strength of your heart, of your lungs. It's really good for you. And it's good for your mind, so long as you're doing it because you enjoy it, not because you're trying to you feel like you have to torture your body through this boring cardio session in order to lose 5 pounds, because it's just not going to happen. And so let's talk about the problems with cardio. So I did say, when you're first starting out, cardio is great at burning calories, but then what happens is when you do regular cardio, your body is smart and it adapts and it becomes more efficient at the exercise. So you could start burning less calories for the same workout that you've been doing for the last couple months. And then at that point, if we want to burn more calories, we're faced with either increasing the duration, or we're faced with increasing the intensity. And you can only do that so many times before the workout becomes too long, becomes too intense, and it becomes something that you dread, and it's just not sustainable. The other thing is that you do all those things, you increase the intensity, you increase the duration, you're doing a lot of cardio, you're doing more and more, because it's just not giving your body the effect that it once was, is that cortisol, which is our stress hormone, is going to increase. And it's also our fat storing hormone. So We're gonna increase fat stores, especially around our midsection. The other problem with cardio is that it can cause us to lose muscle mass. And when we're looking at weight loss, we actually want to focus on fat loss and we want to maintain muscle. So you can lose weight and the scale will show you down 5 pounds with your cardio routine, but a lot of that is actually probably muscle. And what happens when we lose muscle is that our metabolism slows down. And so it becomes a lot harder to lose and maintain our weight at that point. The other thing is cardio does nothing for the shape of the body in comparison to resistance training. So it doesn't shape the body at all. We kind of just become a smaller version of ourselves, and cardio is not going to tighten up and strengthen the body like resistance training does. The last problem with cardio and why I find it very unsustainable is it's pretty one-dimensional. You're looking at hopping on a piece of cardio equipment for the most part, maybe taking it outside for a walk or a run, but compared to strength training, it's not as dynamic. With strength training, you have hundreds of exercises, you have so many different modalities to work with, and it's a lot more exciting, it's a lot more empowering because you're working on strengthening your muscles. So I mentioned we were going to go over the 4 pillars to fat loss. And number 1, the foundation is sleep and stress management. Without those two, it's incredibly hard to lose fat and keep it off. When we have high stress levels, we have elevated cortisol, and that increases fat storage in the body. If we're not sleeping 7, 8, optimally 8 to 9 hours a night, and if we're not managing stress in some shape or form throughout the day, our bodies are going to fight us. We're not going to be able to recover from workouts because when we sleep, that's when our body repairs itself. So we're going to be sore all the time. We're going to have really low energy. We're going to be in a bad mood. Our hormones are going to be out of balance. So we're going to have trouble regulating our appetite. So it becomes really challenging. But once we get sleep in line and we do some sort of stress management practice, whether that's going for a walk, writing in a gratitude journal, yoga, meditation, whatever helps to reduce your stress. Number 2 is going to be food. So we've all heard it's 80% nutrition, abs are made in the kitchen, and it's true. So the quality of the food and the quantity of the food, so looking at portion sizes, is hugely important for fat loss. You could make a couple of small changes and start to lose weight without doing any cardio. So small changes like eating a healthy breakfast or making sure you have protein in every meal, including vegetables throughout the day, getting 5+ servings of vegetables, swapping out processed foods for unprocessed foods. A cup of broccoli has 30 calories and a cup of ice cream has 500 calories. So there's a big difference. We want to focus on eating foods that are low caloric density. Number 3 is weight training. So weight training and having a smart training program is essential. Having that progressive training program is going to help you put on muscle mass. And when I say muscle mass, I don't want people, especially women, thinking that you're gonna get bulky from lifting weights. Muscle is much denser than fat, so you actually just become a leaner and tighter, smaller version of yourself. And you become much stronger and you look forward to your workouts, you're empowered, and it feels really cool to be strong in the gym. So that's huge. It's gonna also promote hormones within the body, like growth hormone that's really good for fat loss. So weight training is essential, and you're gonna be burning calories when you're recovering from the workouts as well. So number 4 is cardio. And cardio is great, but I like to think of it as the cherry on top. Once everything else is in line, once your sleep and stress management, your food, your weight training routine is all aligned, then I like to add in cardio and look a little bit more at that. So It goes without saying though that we should all be moving day to day. Like we should be moving 10,000 plus steps a day, walking up the stairs and parking far away and doing walking meetings and going for a walk in the morning before work. All these things are great. They actually reduce stress as well. So then you're working on pillar number 1. So those are all fantastic, and it just creates a healthy body, and healthy bodies lose weight. So I hope all those tips and my explanation of do you need cardio for fat loss really helped you and answered some things for you. If you still have questions, please comment below. I love hearing from you guys. If you need more advice in the gym, I do have a 12-week training program coming out, and I've been working really hard on it, so I'm really excited. I had a lot of people asking me for a training program they could do on their own in the gym, and it has dozens of exercises in the video library, so you know how to do everything with proper form, you feel comfortable in the gym, and it's a progressive training program, so you're going to notice huge results after the 12 weeks. So there's a link below for that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.